two important ways that people trade. So there are two types of traders. There's campaign traders and there are opportunistic traders. So what the hell is a campaign trader? A campaign trader is someone that places trades either every week or every month or every 2 weeks or every period of time, no matter the market conditions. And to me, that's a little bit dumb. And I'm sorry to all the trading gurus that their trading plan calls for putting a trade on every X period of time. The reason I don't like campaign trading is because that strategy, maybe there's sometimes in the market when that campaign is suitable for that market condition, and sometimes it's not. So if you do a campaign trade all the time, maybe that strategy you're putting it on a bad timing, or maybe you're putting it on unbelievable timing for the market. So if you're going to be a campaign trader, my suggestion is the following. First, start small and do the campaign really, really, really small. And if the market changes to the correct market condition for that strategy, then go aggressive. Then increase your campaign size. In me, as you know, one of my trading videos that I did, which is the passive income trade, I do a campaign trade on SPY 1 year out, but I do it very, very small. In fact, I do it for my kids, I do it for myself. But that campaign trade, I actually do it very, very small. So I do campaign trades, but I do them quite small. And if the market gives me the correct setup, the correct market, I go in. Uncle Tony is more of an opportunistic trader. And what do I mean by opportunistic trader? An opportunistic trader is constantly analyzing to see what type of market we have. I always like to reference something called MGI, market generated information. Based on that MGI, I try to place strategies that are suitable for that market environment. For example, if we're crashing and volatility is up, I will sell puts. Why? Because I love selling put when volatility is high. And if you watch my videos over time, you know I also like to sell puts uh, on a monthly basis on my campaign. But that campaign, once again, I do that very, very small, and I only go aggressive when the market is ripe for that. Like for another example, right now the stock market has already raised interest rates 50 basis points. Even though the Fed said they're going to cut, the market has already raised interest rates. And the reason why the market is really choppy right now is because the market's telling the Fed, you guys are wrong. We're raising interest rates because the inflation has not gone out. Now, here's an important concept. What benchmark should you measure yourself against? To me, the most important benchmark that you should use is the S&P 500. Why? Because the S&P 500, what we call the buy and hold, the passive money, the dumb money that just holds S&P 500 forever, that is something that we have to beat. Why? Because if you cannot, by trading, you cannot beat the S&P 500, you know what? Why are you wasting all that time trading? Why don't you stop trading and spend more time with your family? Spend more time going out, doing exercise, enjoying time with friends and family, and enjoying time with your spouse, with your pet, playing golf, playing pickleball, whatever you like. And, you know, number one goal is to beat the S&P 500. If you're going to spend all this time trading, I would expect that you would beat the S&P 500. Another strategy that's very popular with a lot of people is having a financial advisor and give that person all your money and put all your trust and that financial advisor on that third party person, which charges you a fee to run your money. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have a lot of friends who are financial advisors, and guess what? They normally underperform the S&P 500. Why? Because even if they buy the S&P 500, they have to charge you fees, and those fees will lower your return, and you will have a lower return than the S&P 500. So now, Uncle Tony, tell us, if we shouldn't be passive investors and if we shouldn't hire a financial advisor, what should we do? We have to learn how to trade. If you want to create wealth by trading, you need to create wealth by having experience and using data. Once again, if you want to create wealth while trading, you need two things. You need experience and you need data. So how do I create that data, Uncle Tony? So number one is back testing. You can either back test on a software or you can do back testing on real trades like I do. I like to back test with real money. Like I said, at least 4 months per strategy so you understand how to run that strategy correctly, how to run each setup when you see a good setup and a bad setup. So data and experience, data and back testing.